G'day everyone and welcome to another video for Flesh and Blood for Ninja Katsu. Now it's been a while since I've been doing that, so apologies, just had a lot on. However, my mind has been on these decks and I have been spending some time and starting to get a little more consistency with my gameplay in regards to being available to play games. And this is my most recent project now. So I am looking for assistance with it, feedback, and hopefully a community that helps build some competitive decks. Love to share this stuff. I think I am onto something, and I've just made some changes before doing this video as well. So I'll go through that and see what people have to say. So let's just get straight into it. Let's not muck around, yeah? All right, let's see. So firstly, I've got Katsu, obviously. Now, breaking scales, nothing more to say on that. Mask of momentum. Hardened cross strap. I'm still going with this. I find that the one time where I can break that to get the two resources is so important. I just don't see the Fyendal Spring Tunic doing what I need in this particular deck. It is playing the Lord of Wind chain, and I think this suits it a lot better. I am prepared to try the Fyendal Spring Tunic more as I get more games. I'm more comfortable with this one at the moment, I feel. So Snapdragon Scales to get the go again. Now this is a consistent go again as opposed to the Breeze Rider boots where, you know, something with combo hitting. So yeah, I'm going with this one for this deck. Harmonized Kadashi for the first weapon. And we're going with the Zephyr Needle for the second one. Now, the reason for this is strategic, okay? The reason why I've gone for this is because as Ninja, people are learning to play against it, and I need to throw something in there where people don't expect. Now, when you sit down and you put down a Kadashi and a Zephyr Needle, every one of my opponents picks up the Zephyr Needle and has to read it just to, well, what does it do and why has he got two of them? They see the fact that it can be broken quite easily and they're like, all right, okay. What I find though in the game is once the combos start going and it's about the third, fourth, fifth attack along the chain and you throw the Zephyr Needle down, they might not have any cards left. They're always worried about it. Or in the case of you needing them to get rid of a card because they've sat with 4 for your entire chain so far, you might throw a Zephyr Needle in. Most likely they're going to block it just to break it, therefore getting that one card out of their hand. If they don't, whoopee, it's another 2 damage, which is fantastic. So they're damned if they do, they're damned if they don't. Does leave you with 1 less attack option, but this is strategic and this is why I'm using it. After last games that I've had, I'm thinking maybe I want the Kadashi back. But after talking with the opponents as well, this does have an effect on their psychology as well as to when is that coming? Do I hold on to my cards? And maybe some other attacks are getting through, yeah? So it's all about the mind games with this type of deck. All right, let's keep going. So Surging Strike started off. This is where the Hardened Cross Strap comes in really well to start this off, keeping the cards in hand that you might need to throw out for other measures. We've got the Whelming Gust Wave straight after it, moves into Magenshi Release and Lord of Wind. I still find this the best chain because it allows you to draw. It's got some good damage potential. I have been wishing that I was producing more damage. I've been coming up a fair few games against Brute of all ones, and I've been getting smashed by Brute with some of these new cards. Oh, so consistent. Been getting smashed by Warrior, but that's normal for me. I really find Warrior to be a hard matchup, and the player who plays them is very good, as well as Guardian. Guardian, some big hits. So Brute and Guardian have been really romping on me. I wish I had some more damage that when my attacks actually did go through, they had more of an impact. But I'm really trying to get this Lord of Wind off Haven't been able to do it in the last few games. People are really queued onto it, so I'm just looking for other things that I can do to actually punch stuff through. So here we go. Now, I had Scour the Battlescape in there at yellow, and I was wondering why the hell have I got that in there? It's got not a consistent go again. It's giving 1 extra damage, and it's a yellow. You know what? I come back to the head jab. It's a blue, so I'm getting 1 extra pitch, and I'm getting a consistent go again. So important. Still 0 cost for the cost of 1 less damage. I think I've replaced that now. So this is the first time I've actually put in the deck right before I did this video. Head jab is back in the deck at blue. Okay. Enlightened Strike, nothing needs to be said more about it. Gives so many options, and it's got the potential for the go again ability. Ravenous Rabble, fantastic card. You've got the go again. It really doesn't matter what you're pulling up on top of your deck. And the most important thing is you get to see what's on the top of the deck and what's coming. So important, especially if you've got a card that draws the next card, or you know what's coming into your hand next. So important. I love this card. Even when I draw a blue, I laugh. You know, you take 2 damage I'm coming across, but usually it's 1 and it's doing 4 damage. Fantastic card. Consistent go again. Scar for a Scar. You know what? I'm doing a lot better in regards to not taking damage. But you know what? It hasn't won me games. So maybe I will get a little bit more reckless in taking damage so I can get the go again on the Scar for Scar. It is situational, but a lot of the times it's worth it. That 4 damage is definitely worth it. All right. Scour the Battlescape I kept in as a blue. I use it mostly for energy, but you know what? Sometimes you just need that extra attack to go through, but most likely it's used for pitching. Soulbead Strike, another one. Now this has got the 2 elements of it, so Scour the Battlescape only defends for 2. Soulbead Strike is a good card. 1 for the pitch, 2 you can use it for an attack, 3 it's a good defense. So overall, it's a good card. Now, I could build the next combo on from Soulbead Strike, but it's not a consistent go again. But late in the chain, when they're using their cards and you throw this down, this could be a hit that goes through. And that's why I put in it. Once again, those mind games going on. Is he coming forward with that Zephyr Needle? No, he plays a Soulbead Strike. I've still got 1 resource waiting for the Zephyr Needle. Maybe they need to block this. You know, all these little mind games and all these little tricks to actually play. I'm really glad I found a place for Soulbead Strike. I'm hoping it stays in the deck and other people can help me with that. It's a beautiful looking card. Love it in foil. And yeah, at the moment it's in the deck and it's got a purpose. Salt the Wound, a fantastic card. Look, it's 0 cost. I'd even potentially pay 1 for this card. Simply for the fact that, you know, they've let a Kadashi through. They may have let a Surging Strike through in order to block the Whelming Gust Wave. And you play this, they're expecting a Magenshi release. So they're going to be looking to block that. And then you play Salt the Wound. How beautiful. You know, I've got this up to 5-6 damage at the end of a chain. People just are like, what is this card? So I really like it. Fantastic looking card. You know, love the artwork on it. But the fact that it gives +1 for each attack that has hit that combat chain, fantastic. Yeah. No, I love it. All right. Please tell me if I'm right or wrong in that regard as well. Now, we get on. From here, we started to go off the go again. And this is where you might need your Snapdragon Scalers. If you're not needing it for the main chain, maybe you start off with a Whelming Gust Wave instead of a Surging Strike in order to get the Magenshi release off. Something like that. But yeah, Snatch. Great card. If it hits, draw a card. It's doing 4 damage. It's still a great card. Only defends for 2, which is a shame. But it's in the deck there for now because I need to be drawing more cards with the potential for go again. Yeah? Ancestral Empowerment. Nothing more needs to be said. The draw, the +1. There's a reason why it's at that M level, yeah? Alright. Razor Fleet Reflex. If it hits, the attack gains go again. Such a great card. No, I really love it. Especially if you've got 2 in hand and 2 resources free for it. Yeah, really good. Lunging Press. Great for the pitch value. as well as the +1 when you need it, maybe on a surging strike. Sorry, a whelming gust wave in order to get the draw 1, or you need that Megenchi release to go off. Then again, you could be playing it straight on top of the Salt the Wound, or you might get it for the snatch. Yeah, very good. Right, Plunder Run, usually used for energy, other times has been thrown down just to do those mind games again. You know, the next attack that hits, the attack action card that hits, it's going to draw a card. Maybe I'm not playing the Whelming Gust Wave in the chain, but another attack comes through and it's got the potential to draw a card and potentially gain go again as well. Even good with the head jab. You know, it's only doing 1. They're going to block it. Maybe I'm forcing the blocks out of their hand to stop this going off, yeah? But it's when the next attack action card hits. So if they block 1, the next one gets a chance to draw a card, and the next one, and the next one, yeah? Yeah, good card. Now, I do have it in yellow as well. I'm wondering about this. See, these cards are in there and they're all 0 cost, which really works well with Katsu's ability. It's why I haven't gone with a lot of the 1 costs, because I need as much potential to actually get these off. Now, I have been sticking with blue because I need the full amount of pitch value. But yellow's in there. Usually comes out for other matchups that I need to speed the deck along. But for decks like Guardian, where I'm in there for the long haul, especially if they're fatigue, I'll have this in there. It's a 0 cost, still 2 energy, 2 pitch value. Yeah. Fate Foreseen allows me to look at the top cards. So important. It's great, fantastic, especially if, yeah, I know what's coming. It's really good. Got it in yellow as well. Exactly the same for Plunder Run. Comes out when I don't need it. It's in there, helps make up the numbers. It's a 0 cost. Yeah. Sink Below. It's got to be in there. It's great, you know, if I've got something like maybe Fate Foreseen or a Plunder Run or something like that, which, especially if I've seen the top card and I really want it, I put it down, I can go grab that. Now with Fate Foreseen, and you can put it on, you may put it on the bottom of the deck. So that's another great thing about the opt value, that you can look at these cards and you can decide whether you want to keep it or not. You know, you could be drawing into it, and then something like Sink Below allows you to go grab it. Yeah, especially if you're blocking those big things and you're using those 2 cards. They're 0 cost. Play the Fate first, see what's on top, put it down the bottom if you need it, especially if you're going with the Sink Below as well. All right, got the yellow Sink Below in there as well. Once again, making up numbers. 0 costs, 3 defense. Usually will come out unless I'm in there for the long haul. And finally, for those big hits, Unmovable. This has kept me alive against Guardian, has kept me alive against Brute. Unfortunately, unable to finish the game for some reason or another, usually on 1 life with the opponent, and I just lose the game. So yeah, that's me on gameplay. So that's the deck, people. Let me know what you think about it. Really am interested. Let's see if I can get this into that kind of a view. Maybe increase it. I don't think I can increase. Oh, there we go. All right. So that's the deck going over my... All right, it's gone over my video, which is unfortunate, but yeah. All right, let's go back to the single view. All right, there we go. So that's the deck, people. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know your feedback online. And yeah, going to be doing more games of it this week to try and figure out where I sit with Katsu. All right. Have a great one, guys. See you on the next video. Look forward to your feedback. See you all.